question of how much does it cost to live in the Philippines frequently comes up. And the answer to this question is not as simple as can be answered in one line. That's like asking how much does it cost to live in England? Well, it kind of depends on where you plan on living, what your lifestyle would be like, and what kind of amenities you want, what kind of conveniences you want, how much of a man of the land you want to be, or how much of a man of the city do you want to be. And these questions exist when you ask, how much does it cost to live in the Philippines? If you live in the province or you live in the rural areas among the people of the land, and you're in a fishing village and you enjoy going out every day and catching food, and you enjoy the close interactions with the villagers, and you like the simple lifestyle where you have your place to sleep, you have your place to eat, you have maybe your life there with your family and your friends, and you like to sing karaoke at night with the guys in the local pub or whatever you're doing there, and just that's your thing, and you're happy, and it's a simple lifestyle. Then living in the Philippines can be very, very inexpensive. On the other hand, if you want to live in the middle of the big city, like in Makati or in BGC, or you want to live at the penthouse suite on the top tower, and you want to go and experience the nightlife every night, and you want to dine at the best restaurants, and you want to have a car and service picking you up and taking you where you want to go, and you want to live the lifestyle of the rich and famous. Obviously, those are two entirely different lifestyles, and of course, the cost of living varies dramatically between the two. Obviously, if you want to live like a king and you want to live in the penthouse suite and you want to have all of the modern conveniences and hot chicks and fresh foods brought in from all over the world, and you want to have a car waiting for you out front whenever you snap your fingers, yeah, you're going to be looking at a lot of money every month. And in that sort of lifestyle, you could be looking at, I would guess, probably $10,000 a month. Now, $10,000 a month is cheaper than that lifestyle would cost you if you were living in San Francisco, where you would probably need $100,000 a month in order to pull that off. So yes, you would have to spend a lot more money in the U.S. in order to have that kind of lifestyle, but it's not going to be for free here either. You're still going to need to have that $10,000 a month coming in if you want to sustain that kind of opulent, uh, you know, living like a king lifestyle in the city center, and you want to be the man of attention, and you want to do all of the grand things and not have to have a housemaid, and have everything done for you, and have a beautiful suite and everything else where you live and whatnot. That's going to cost a bucket of money. If you're in the province where you're living among the local people, you have a very simple place. You have a very non-materialistic lifestyle. You've got your room, and maybe you put an electric fan in your room. You have your own little cook area where you can get some local foods and cook them yourself, and you can go out every day and you can play cards with the locals, and you can go fishing and do what you can to survive. Then that kind of lifestyle is very inexpensive. You could live very well for probably um, I would say 20,000 pesos a month, which is somewhere in the ballpark of $400. But you have to understand that you're not going to have the first world amenities that you might have been accustomed to, right? So you have to figure out, what amenities do I want? If I want to live the lifestyle of the rich and famous, yeah, you're going to need $10,000 a month to pull that off, and you can live the lifestyle of the rich and famous. It costs a lot more than $10,000 a month to live the lifestyle of the rich and famous in the U.S. I can tell you that right now. You know that. I've been there. I made over $10,000 a month in the U.S., and I can tell you it was not the lifestyle of the rich and famous. Here, it would be. Um, But if you're a pensioner and you're on a budget and you don't mind cutting down on some of those things, you can live here very comfortably on a fraction of that. If you're in the province, for example, you can live and do quite well on $1,000 a month. But you have to understand that your lifestyle is going to reflect that simplistic budget. Okay. The thing is, there's also a mid-range where you can live kind of on the outskirts of the big city, the suburbs, as I guess is the proper term, and spend a lot less than it would cost you to live in the big city, while still having available to you a lot of the amenities that the big city would provide, like, for example, first world medical care. If you're getting old, I'm sorry to say, we all do get old, there's no way around that, you might want to be somewhere near something other than a witch doctor and a Red Cross medical clinic out in the middle of nowhere. You might want to be near a hospital like Makati Med, or some place that has first world technology that can treat you if you get sick or you get disabled or hurt in some way. The closer you are to the big city, the more amenities you're going to have. The further you are from the big city, the fewer amenities that you're going to have. And naturally, the fewer amenities you have, the less it's going to cost you to live. The more amenities you have, the more it's going to cost you to live. That just makes sense. So, for example, again, you can live in the province very, very well on $1,000 a month, provided that you don't have that many material needs. You're going to have a simple room, you're going to have a simple house, you're going to live on a simple street, you're going to live among simple people, and you're probably going to be happy because the local people are pretty happy. They're happy people to live near. All right, so you're going to be okay. But in the big city, yeah, you're going to have to incur some expenses if you want to be able to maintain the nightlife and the dancing and the going out every evening and the buffets and the chauffeur and everything else that you want to be able to experience. So there's some differences. Personally, in my experience, I like to live in the suburbs, which is kind of near the province where people still live very simply, but I can still access the big city if I need to. In my situation, I have a 2-bedroom, 1-bath apartment. I pay $200 a month. And if I need to get into the big city, it's a train right away. It's not that far. I can get there. So it's not a big deal. Yes, for my $200 a month, I live in a gated community with a guard out front. So I'm not really worried about people showing up. I have an iron gate in front of my place. It's not really hard to defeat if you really wanted to. But it's not. It doesn't have a lot of amenities. I don't have a swimming pool. I don't have a tennis court. I don't have a gymnasium. I just have a simple apartment. And that's okay with me because that's all I need. And then, of course, I can go wherever I want all day long. So it just depends on you and what you're trying to establish. Naturally, in a situation where I'm at, let's say I have $200 a month for my rent. I need another $100 for my utilities. I need another couple of $100 for my food. So there's $500. I spend another $100 or so on internet, cell phone load, water, whatever else. So this probably brings me to $600 a month, and that's my basic deal. So yeah, could I live on 1,000? I could do it, but if I did that, I would not be going anywhere or doing anything extra. So I would recommend, if you're going to come to the Philippines and you want to live a modest life, don't plan on coming here for less than $2,000 a month. And you have to have that income stream set up from the U.S. before, or from Europe or wherever you're coming from, before you arrive. Don't come here and try to earn money here. There's just not a lot of money here. People here are very, very broke. So that would be my best advice, and I hope that this helps you. Cheers. As always, I appreciate a like and a thumbs up, and I would really love it if you would subscribe to the channel. There's going to be a lot more interesting videos coming up, and you're going to love them. Looking forward to seeing you on those. Cheers.